name is MM2NES Cartridge, and welcome to this episode of the Super Metroid Multi-Category Extension Tournament. Today we've got a Game 2 for you, BandsWithLegends versus ProfessorSchool, after the unfortunate events of Game 1 for Bands 2 days ago. Max % GT code was the category back then, but Bands had an unfortunate RetroArch crash and ended up having a very waiting on. Yeah, let's just take a moment to talk about these two runners. These two runners, these are two of the very the higher seeds in this tournament. These two runners were the 4 and the 7 seeds in this tournament. Though Band's seeding was very much impacted by his low North Korea percentile. And then ProfessorSchool just had really solid times all around at the time of seeding. So yeah, he definitely deserved his 4 seed slot. And this is Game 2. The category today will be 69%. And yeah, 69% is pretty much just what it says on the tin. Collect 69% of all the items, which just happens to be 69 items. And the runners have readied up in race time now, so yeah, we just gotta wait for the delay to start it all off. Yeah, 69%, I should also say, it's a very diverse category because of the restrictions are specific, but they're not so specific that there's a lot of room for divergence. There's just so many ways that people can route the category differently. So everybody pretty much has their own route, and it's all different. So it's going to be very interesting to see what route these runners take. It's also worth noting there's like a kind of a standard route for this category, but it's a very broad route where it's like a KPDR any percent route, but you pick up a lot of stuff along the way, but you don't pick up everything. You have to go out of your way for a few things, I don't know, just like the items you wouldn't normally pick up in an any percent run, but not the super slow ones like spring ball or anything. And now we've got the series escape. Every non-RTA category is going to start with series, and yeah, you can't really get out of it. It's just a minute and a half of most. It's not really an auto scroller. It's series Ridley is kind of an auto scroller, but the escape is definitely not, because there's a lot of variance that can happen. Possibly going to give solid 45-34. Bands, ooh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Bands messed up elevator room there. Didn't really see what was going wrong, but it gets a 42. That's not really what you want to look for, but it's still a solid time. Yeah, also apologies for the weird cropping on Bands' side. There are people working on a fix for that. Yeah, now we see everybody on its best possible, really solid parlor there. Just gets pretty much what you want to go for. Bands goes for parlor move, doesn't get it. Oh, and now just because he missed it, he's gonna miss the second half of the room. That's unfortunate, but he does get the climb moonfall, the biggest moonfall in the game. It saves like 3 seconds, but it's a really good time save. If you're just looking for those small things. But pretty much everybody who has Moonwalk on, well, everybody does it if you've got Moonwalk on, because it's pretty much the biggest thing that Moonwalk will do for you, is save those 3 seconds there, and also the 1 second and escape. Oh, and this is another route divergence here. So Bands is gonna go for an early beta missile here, though ProfessorSchool is going to not do that. ProfessorSchool, I think, does the Retro Bryn revisit, while Bands does not. Yeah, pretty solid climb parlors from ProfessorSchool, and yeah, looking good so far for Bands. Oh, that's unfortunate at the top there, just losing a second just to bonking that. See what happens to everybody. Yeah, then a solid parlor for Bands. There was like maybe one hiccup there. Wasn't too bad. Prof having to do a 2 farm there on BT, but does manage to skip that decapitation animation. And Bands does have that advantage of having 5 missiles going into the bombs Rizzo fight, because he picked up those beta missiles, so that'll save him a bit of time here. And he's pretty much guaranteed to get the 1 round and does. Well, the 1 farm. 1 round, 1 farm. ProfessorSchool, he used the missile there on those waivers, and he's not getting the drops he wants. That's okay. Okay, 3 missiles is fine. He can farm the other 2 down in the elevator room since he's got full health for sure. Bands with 10 missiles is gonna be fine. He'll be perfectly fine. He's actually gonna have those 10 missiles, so he can get early supers after Bryn Reserve. So that'll save him a couple seconds again. Beta missiles seems like a big detour early, but it can also save you little chunks of time everywhere. So it's definitely a really nice early game pickup if you don't plan to do a Retro Bryn revisit. Prof gets that deboost off of the waiver. Yeah, now we see the true benefit of beta missiles is gonna allow bands to do back of Bryn Reserve first, because he has those extra missiles, while Prof had to go and get the supers to have the ammo to open that door. Of course, there's the setup that pretty much every task does. Well, not every task, but the newer tasks do to get like missile drops while shooting, which is dumb, and it looks dumb. And I don't think I've ever seen any human go for it, but it exists. Yeah, the big benefit of Bryn Reserve is it's pretty much something that everybody does because it's 4 free items in addition to your first super pack, so you have to go there anyway, and it's just a really, really nice bunch of items. And since you need 69, you only get to skip 31, and you do not want to skip a concentrated chunk of them like this. Man's doing an interesting strat instead of the standard golden lock ball. Using that missile to kill the Rio to do like an earlier mock ball or something. An interesting strat. And both runners are going to pick up the Mission Impossible missiles. This is another good item to pick up if you're not going to revisit Brinstar, which pretty much nobody does at this level. I know like Chabo does, but Chabo is Chabo, and Chabo takes all the safeties he can. And still has a 48. That's an 8% though, not a miss. Yeah, then you get the charge missiles to charge beam like Bands just did, and then you'll see Prof and very likely Bands will also get this pipe missile. Another on-screen item. On-screen items are pretty much the best items you can get, just because they don't have any door transitions associated with them. Though, like, one screen away items are also really nice, depending on what items they are. Like, I don't know of a good example. Like, Ridley E-Tank is a really good one. Because it's one screen away, but it's right there, so you're gonna get it. And of course, you have to kill Ridley. 69% is beat the game while acquiring 69% of the items. It's pretty much just what it says on the tin. The thing is, 69% of the items is 69 items, because there are exactly 100 items in Super Metroid. So it's just a really neat coincidence. Why 69? Because, well, number one, because it provides a really nice opportunity for like routing, because there's enough that you have to go everywhere and get a lot of stuff, but there's not so much that you have to do absolutely everything. You can only skip like 3 things. So it's a really nice routing opportunity, and also it's the funny number. And this is the extension tournament, aka the meme tournament. So we gotta have all the memes. Yeah, it's a really nice number, I have to say. Thank you, Bands, for the explanation. Both runners with really solid gameplay as well. This is a really solid race so far. ProfessorSchool is a bit ahead, but Bands does have that extra item in the beta missile. So it's still a really, really tight race so far. I don't know what went wrong with that great quick kill, but oh, he messed up the missile. I think he did the second missile too quickly, so he messed up the 2 missile 3 super kill, but got the backup nicely. Bands just gets it all first try. So no stand upgrade, really nice. Yeah, also worth noting, both runners did pick up Spacer, so good to see everybody is contributing to all of the memes in this meme category of the meme tournament. Well, really nice, like, crate thing there from Profes. That was a really fast strat, it looked like. Then Band's going with pretty much what I do, which is a bit slower than what Prof did, but still a good strat. And in the end, like, a lot of strat choices are just all about what you, the runner, are comfortable with, so it's definitely more comfortable than anything. Yeah, now both runners probably gonna just follow the same. Well, I say probably, they will. They're gonna be following the standard structure of 69%, which is just a KP. Like I said earlier, the KPDR route, similar to 100%, but with a lot fewer pickups than like 100%, but like a lot more pickups than 90%. So it's like a nice middle ground. And then these high jump boots areas, this is just 3 items all right next to each other. All really nice items to get. You'll pretty much see every 69% run get them. Yeah, a really nice middle ground. There's nothing hidden in that sense. Also, this cathedral item is another good example of just one of those on-screen items. Band's codejacking a super into it. I think that was a super. That's slightly unfortunate, though. That's a nice super drop, and then he'll have the Batcave farm to heal him up. I say heal, but it's literally supers. You cannot heal supers. I don't know what I was saying. Oh no! Hecking Bubble Mountain. Hecking King Hack. Yeah, both runners pretty close, I must say. Like, this is like 15 seconds apart. 15 minutes, almost 15 minutes to run. But it's also worth noting, you can't leave out the fact that Bands has one extra item over Prof. So it's a bit closer than what we see. Now we're continuing with the KPDR items that get the high jump boot, speed booster, and now the wave beam, and then we will be on to wreck ship. Unless the runners do something weird. So I don't know how they could, because they didn't do beam dance. nice super drops from Prop there. Was that like 2 from the Novas? Wow. What the heck? Oh my god. Bands gets 3. What the heck? Like 3 plus King Cag. Like, good grief. Prof does like to super that Ice Beam door, since you have the supers to spare now, because you'll farm on the Cag attacks on top of Red Tower, but you might want to have the supers later for whatever you want supers later for, probably just Turian. Or you could also have that super to use against Ridley. That's another good place to have super score. Prof will like to not do Alpha Sparks. This is a very respectable decision, especially if you go for Main Street missiles. And looks like Bans is going to do it though. Bans does get the ledge grab. Nice hero shot there from ProfessorSchool. Bans does not quite get that hero shot. That looked like a wave only setup. Oh no, Bans having some difficulties with this. Okay, Bans gets up to Red Tower, gets through Hellway, and does lose quite a bit of time to ProfessorSchool. Nice Spark Strat there to kill the side hoppers there for Prof. So yeah, up to this point, the runners have collected pretty much identical item sets, except for the beta missiles that the Bands got early. Still a pretty close race. Prof's like 20-30 seconds ahead visually, but then Bands has that extra item to make up for it. So I still do think Bands is a bit behind, even with that item. Yeah, of course everybody's gonna get Mo Missile is literally in your way. So it's kind of hard to justify not getting. This is quite a similar missile count to what you'd see in 100% on ProfSchool side. You'd see like a max of I think it's 70 millions of Fantoon for early Croc. And of course you get like a couple missiles that you wouldn't in Hundo, like for example Pipe Missile or Mission Impossible. But you also won't get the 2 missiles in Croc. So I guess it's identical. I don't know. Prof's gonna turn off his Spacer Beam so he can do X Factors on this Phantom fight, and then gonna use that pause to pull the turret. So probably gonna get the train successfully. First round gets the X Factor. That's an interesting X Factor setup. Don't know if I've seen that before, but it works, so what can I say? Mid versus a mid slump. Hopefully, this is the last round for Bands. The last Fantoon round, I should clarify. Not like the last round of the tournament. I have no grudge against Bands. I promise. Oh, Professor School just barely missed that boost. Should have picked up grapple. No, just kidding. Grapple's really slow to pick up in this category. Still worth it though. This grapple is best. Both runners, yeah, both runners are going to be taking right side supers. Interesting. I pick up right side supers in my route, but these runners are better than me. So, what can I say? Oh, Professor School misses the Sky Missiles jump. And misses it again. Oh no, this is not good. Okay, he does get it. And Ben's gonna go for the Attic Spark. Doesn't quite get it. Like, doesn't kill every enemy, but the only enemy that was not dead was that key under there. So it was not bad. Let's see, Ben's Sky Missile jump. Gets it first try. Oh boy. This is a lot closer now. So I guess like Bands' Red Tower and ProfessorSchool's Sky Missile jump were like kind of the equivalents, I guess. I don't know how much they actually lost. It was really interesting. Like just the time save, time loss dynamic, I suppose. Really interesting. Now the runners are bowling. ProfessorSchool has 309 plus a bid in reserves. This is a really good health situation for ProfessorSchool. Bands is a bit lower with 156, but still a good health situation for him. I'm pretty sure Bands is going to get Rextra Preserve. ProfessorSchool will as well. So, these are two items. The second of them is a by Speed Booster, but of course they have that. This is a randomizer. And now, you remain the same on item counts except for Bands as one extra item from Beta Missiles. ProfessorSchool almost getting the gravity skip, but manages to stop in time and actually get the gravity suit. Well, Pan's actually going for Ocean Speedball and almost gets it, but I think that was a mistimed morph, but I know absolutely nothing about the trick, so don't listen to me. So just the way the mock ball didn't work looked like a mistimed morph to me. Does get the impulse ball. here's where this health differential between the runners is going to come into play, because ProfessorSchool is going to have good health for doing the Main Street Missile Spark, and then going to Mama Turtle. However, BandsWithLegends is going to be able to do the Main Street Missile Spark, but is probably not going to be able to spark to the Mama Turtle E-Tank, assuming he chooses to get it, which I'm pretty sure that he will. Don't see how he could not. Oh, Bands is just going to skip Main Street Missile. Okay. And ProfessorSchool taking a while to get that short charge. That's unfortunate. It's a really difficult short charge though, so it's a very understandable mistake to make. Oh, yeah, Bands get Main Street later. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Bands. Yep. Okay, so Bands can still get Main Street because he's not doing a retro Bryn Reef with it. And ProfessorSchool is very likely to do one, so he will not. So he has to get it now, but he had plenty of health to do so, so he was fine. No specific item is required for this race. This is just collect any 69 items and beat the game. It doesn't matter which 69 items there are. There just have to be 69 items. Oh. Bands in chat. Oh yeah, Main Street. Okay, maybe it was just Bands forgot. That's understandable, because 69% is a lot of, like, really weird routing options that you just have to remember the nuances of your specific route. So it's an understandable mistake. What was ProfessorSchool going for with that spark? I do not understand. Maybe just misinputs or something. I think ProfessorSchool is going to skip those two items. It is going to make those two up with the items that he'll get out of his retro birthday visit. Which can be up to 6, including 3 or 4 more out of criteria PBs and Gauntlet. Yeah, that was a really nice speedball in Swiss Cheese Room. By Bands. ProfessorSchool doing the D factor setup. Oh, he misses the X factor on Botchins. This is gonna be clean this up. He's just missing supers because Botchins sucks. Okay, Botchin's dead. But that both crippled his super count and just lost him a bunch of time hands. Okay, yeah, that setup didn't look perfect, but still gets the win. It's really nice from Bands. That's just unfortunate. So now Bands is up 2 items and really close to Prof. So Bands is pretty much ahead at this point. Prof didn't get any half. Oh, he bonked the door. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Oh, Vance bonks the door too. So yeah, no halfies. No halfies of any sort. Now we get to the dumbest fight in the game. Well, in my opinion, it's Dragon. But I'm pretty sure everybody agrees that Dragon is the dumbest fight. There's just like so many little things that can go wrong, and if any one of those little things goes wrong, we just lose time. It's not fun. Yeah, have fun doing grapple-less grapple kill Dragon. That's a joke, by the way. Okay, so yeah, Prof doesn't get the optimal kill. Oh, he gets grabbed. Oh no, this is not good. He does get to finish off the fight pretty quickly. He gets a 3-round, but unfortunate. And no spike suit. There's no blue suit. Could still get spike suit. Okay, yeah, he does get spike suit. Nice. And Bands misses that optimal kill too. Same RNG though, and ooh, Bands manages to. Yeah, Bands had more supers because Bands didn't mess up that boss X factor, so he was able to use some supers on Dragon, and then he was able to finish that fight just a bit faster with the same RNG. So that was a really nice save of the 2 cycle. Prof does get the reverse halfie. I didn't see whether Bands got a spike suit. I know he didn't get a blue suit because he didn't kill Dragon with Spark. And Professor's is going to go for some farming strats in Cat-Ext Alley. Cat-Ext Alley is a great place to get more supers because there's like 300 billion places to get supers. It's seconds at best. It's not that big a deal, but it's when a race is this close, it's a big deal. And yeah, bless GGG. Yeah, because this is pretty much just a variation on KPDR, the route. Yeah, we're gonna go and get Plasma Beam. I saw that super drop on Bands, like I saw him go down a bit, and I was wondering, is Bands thinking, should I get that super drop? And then he was like, no, I have like 3 billion. So yeah, Heckin' supers are slow to get. Not medium super missile packs. And yeah, pretty much what Bress said on like the actual difference between a spike suit and a blue suit. What the heck, moonwalk? That was really weird from Bands. I just decided to moonwalk back toward the ledge twice. I do not understand what went there. Yeah, ProfessorSchool is visually a bit ahead, but Bands has those 2 watering hole items on him, so yeah, I would say Bands is a bit ahead. Oh no! Prof messed up the ice skates. Oh no. Okay, this is really bad. Not like irrecoverably bad, but yeah, now they're pretty much visually tied, and Bands has those 2 extra items. So yeah, Prof is definitely behind now. Is that like a... Was that powerbomb laid by Prof? Was that like a PB sound cue powerbomb, or is that a misinput powerbomb? Like, I'm inclined to believe it was a sound cue powerbomb. Bress thinks it was an accident. Bress is smarter at this game than I am. I'll believe it was an accident. Yeah, it's a speed game. You don't know what to do about it. ProfessorSchool gets the... Oh no, he loses it on the ground. He got the space jump through the door, but didn't... He messed up the timing. I don't know what went wrong specifically. Oh, and he missed the space jump, so he's gonna lose like a couple frames there. Oh, and he misses the chronic use too. Heckin'. Well, now it's up to GGG, but we have like twice the supers you have in GT Classic. Bands has more than 3. So, oh, Bands is gonna play it safe here. Bands is not gonna go for GG. Bands just gonna. Oh, Bands is killing GT because he needs to. He doesn't have any pressure. Prof is gonna bless GGG. Gets it first try. Let's go. Yeah, that's really nice to see. So now his super count isn't in the trash, which is also really nice. Yeah, this is definitely a really close race. Even with everything that's happening. Yeah, so the thing is, Bands has to go these slow items, but then Bands can save a bunch of time near the end of the race because he doesn't have to go to a whole area that Prof will go to. It's like Watering Hole was 2 items that Bands got. These GT items are another 2 items that Bands got, and then... But then Bands gets to skip like 6 items in Retro Brent? Pretty sure it's 6. Yeah, right now, Bands has 4 items up with Prof. ProfessorSchool heading into Wasteland. Screw Attack makes this really a lot easier. Well, I say a lot easier, a lot more comfy, because you can't mess it up and just lose 3 million years or like a lot of health. You just Screw Attack and kill the Desk Egos. It's the revenge KO, I call it. Because you missed the initial KO, and you need to wait to go down so you can get your revenge on the Kazan. Or you could just call it the backup KO, which is probably better. ProfessorSchool has used 3 supers so far in his Ridley fights. Probably, I don't know if he'll use more. I'm not Prof. Ridley's not pogoing, so it's not super good like it would be if he is to pogo, because you can't get the full double damage from supers. It's double DPS. Like you could if he was, you could if he was pogoing, but you can't if he's swooping, because it's harder to actually get ammo in. Bands misses the charge shot. Bands has a lot of supers he can use. Okay, he's probably just gonna fire away. Yeah, Bands gets a pogo, so this is really nice. You can just fire 3 billion supers to Ridley and save a bunch of time. The supers deal a lot of damage to Ridley, like double damage what they normally do, and they have the double damage of the full beat combo. So they're the fastest way to kill Ridley if you have 30 supers, but you also want supers for like everything. So it's just a balancing act of how many supers do I want to use on Ridley versus how many supers do I want to have for everything else after Ridley. And also how much do I want to bet on drops from things like Ridley's drops and Metroid drops mostly. And then just like things here and there. Like King Cack's a free super later. And then there's like another, like a few other things. Like a couple bugs that have a decent shot to drop a super, but yeah, it's just a big balancing act. Like I said, Prof gets the Firefly deboost, really nice. Swaggy shot. Oh, Bands misses the Kazan cycle. Does get the deboost clip. Yeah, nice place in that speedball there. Yeah, you'll notice ProfessorSchool got the Firefly tank with Ruby missiles. He's gonna get Franker's missiles now, but did not get the PBs in jail. So I don't know if Bands will get those PBs. I don't know if he needs those or if he can get other things. Because he's got, once he gets mainstream missiles, he'll have 5 extra items over Prof. I think that's the difference. Because he got beta missiles. So I don't know what the other good rate would be. It wasn't PB's in jail. It's not PB's in jail. Maybe I just miscounted or something. Maybe it's Croc Escape. That'd be an interesting last item. I say last item. He still has a bunch of stuff to get. Yeah. I like to think of like the period of time between leaving Lower Norfair and hitting G4 as like a cleanup section, because you're just getting a lot of stuff, like a lot of items, but you're not like doing any progression for the game. You're just getting like Norfair Reserve, so a lot of other stuff. Then most everybody ends with Gauntlet Turian. Maybe it's criteria power bombs and Prof doesn't get those. Something. I don't know. Ooh, Bands misses the quick morph. That's a frustrating strat to get. It's similar to the wave gate Hondo strat. Hondo. Like I said, it's a bit difficult. It's a bit more difficult because you have a bit less room to morph. Yeah, those quick morphs can be really. You have to double tap down really quick. Yeah, so here's where the real divergence begins. ProfessorSchool is going to go left to Bands is going to go top. And we will know the true paces when they either, I think they both do Gauntlet. But it's either when they both hit Gauntlet or when they both hit V4. Definitely know them when they both hit V4. Also, it's annoying in this category that you don't have the retrofit door pre-open for you. Yeah, hopefully Bands remembers to get Main Street, but he's setting it for the short part now. Gets it first try, really nice. Yeah, like I said earlier, that's a really good Stutter 3. You can do a Stutter 4 if you really want to. I'm pretty sure you've got to do like a Stutter 3 or something. It's a tight one, for sure. Yeah, it's looking like Bands is going to be quite a bit ahead heading into G4. Just because of all the items he got, and he was still able to maintain quite a good pace with Prof. Prof still got to get beta missiles, probably hold another rain. 230 as well, and then also Gauntlet. So 69% is, since there are 100 items in this game, it is beat the game while getting 69% collection. There are no items mandated, it's just get any 69 items. So it's a really nice category for divergence and routing and stuff like that. Nice Gauntlet spark there from Bands. Yeah, I think we can say Bands is definitely in the lead. Isn't gonna go for the back of Gauntlet Spark strat though. It's a lot easier with Screw Attack, but not worth his time. It also saves a lot less with Screw Attack and Space Jump. Still a lot easier. Does Prof not get Climb Supers? Prof, please. You know how to shortcut. Well, that's weird. I don't know. And he doesn't get 230 either. Okay, so maybe Bands only needed 5 on Prof. Prof's gonna get. No, Prof skips criteria. So yeah, so Band. Yeah, so Band's gonna be the first G4 with a G4 time of 53. Then Prof's gonna be like around about a minute behind. Ballpark. Neither of our runners are going to be running back rollins. I don't know if they intend to. Got stuck. Didn't actually get stuck. It's just the nature of the blind gauntlet hallway. If you mess it up, you can really mess up and forget where you are. Yeah, Bands had a really sick opening to that Metroid Room 1 that just everything went off the rails. But cleaned up Metroid Room 2 nicely. The great thing about 69% is that you can use supers really generously. So you can just do all the optimal hundo Metroid Room strats and be fine. And wow, I think that was like, he used one super and then got one super out of all 3 Metroids. What the heck, game? Actually scammed. Yeah, I am comfortable saying this is banned as still used. It's not going to be a big deal because Prof is already a fair bit behind. But this can make rates a lot closer if Prof manages to get maybe skip. Second step, yeah, we're just gonna miss it. We're just gonna go through all the steps. Now he's gonna go for a skip. Nice baby skip from ProfessorSchool. That was pretty solid. Oh, and Vance gets the magical 144. 144 is the good number to have when you're missing out. Before Rainbow Beam, that is. Also going to go for second with that skip. Gets a nice skip. like in a lot of collectionist categories, you will get a stand-up glitch. We've got 7 or more picks. We can't just or could be playing it safe because he knows he's bad. Yeah, Vance is like 30 seconds ahead of Prof here, even though Prof got moved against it. It was just too big to get. A lot of things. Confusing going on for Vance as well, but with the Sky Missiles base game, big things, I think. And then also he lost a bit of time in the Ray Gun fight. Like, it was a really close race overall, so I'm glad I got to commentate this. Really solid escape from Vance. Pretty good execution for pretty much all the rounds. Yeah, get your GG's in for Vance finishing in first place. And official race time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 2 seconds. Oh no, Pop doesn't get PG's mark. Also get your GG's in chat for ProfessorSchool finishing in 2nd place with an official race time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 53 seconds. So we do have to wait for the credits to roll. Because if the runners missed a random and went under 69%, then it's a minute penalty. And since the race was within a minute, we do need to confirm the 69% before we can actually verify the result of the race. I'm confident that both groups got 69%. Yeah, so Game 3 will be immediately after this on the same channel, so stick around for that. It'll be Apathy Duck commentating. And, yeah. This has been a really good really good race. I should also say the winner of this series, best of 3. So the winner of Game 3, in effect, will face Bressingham in the losers finals. Then the winner of that match will go up to face Mr. Guy Average in the grand finals of this tournament. Yeah, the runners have also said that they're gonna wait on interview for after Game 3. And also Deer Force, because Deer Force. Oh yeah, and I should also say Game 3 will be any percent all bosses. That's the final category. Okay. Bands does get the 69% verified. So GG's to BandsWithLegends taking Game 2. And that will move us on to Game 3. Well, prof reset before the music. Yeah, thank you for watching this episode of the Super Metroid multi-category extension tournament. My name's been Cartridge, and we will see you next mission in like a couple minutes.